Bam!
Hi, today's topic is the R series of carbines created by Lastimosa Armory. And there's quite a bit of information to cover, so I suggest that you get comfortable. At the time, the standard rifle of the IMC was a G2A4, the first iteration of the rifle more commonly known as the G7 Scout. The IMC were working to replace their standard service rifle and commissioned Lastimosa Armory to create a replacement. The result being the R-101 carbine, or R-101 for short. The design proved to be a resounding success and spawned 2 more iterations of the carbine, and 2 guns that would be based on its design. These 2 being the longbow and the R97, the predecessor to the more well-known R99. On a side note, if you were wondering, Captain Lastimosa and Lastimosa Armory only share the name, and have no known connection to each other. The R-101 was a fully automatic compact carbine, with a fully extendable frame aimed at Titan pilots. The frame was also partially collapsible to help store it while inside of a Titan or while wall running. Imagine trying to get out of your Titan and your gun snags on a loose wire. In its initial design phase, the R-101 was supposed to be a completely customizable and modular system, until it was dialed back and turned into a carbine, meaning it was possible to turn the R-101 into a R99 or longbow on the fly if you had the parts. The R-101 was most effective at medium range, and performed passably at close and long range. It was very versatile and accepted many attachments and modifications, and was able to be adapted to most, if not all, combat situations. This made it ideal for new and veteran pilots. Due to its ease of use, the R-101 eventually became widely used and became the workhorse of the frontier. Now we move into the R-201. At some point between the Battle of Dermidor and Operation Broadsword, Lastimosa Armories developed and manufactured the R-201 as a successor to the R-101. The R-101 was still used by some around the time the R-201 was being introduced, but eventually the R-201 became favored over the R-101, eventually replacing the R-101 as standard issue. The R-201 kept all the aspects that made the R-101 popular, and improved upon it. The R-201 featured a sleeker design and a gray finish, improved ergonomics, an improved reticle, and an upgraded CPU core that would regulate barrel temperature, weapon malfunctions, and ballistics. Replacement parts were also able to be easily printed using simple materials that were abundant, allowing it to be easily maintained. The schematics were also widely shared, further boosting its popularity among the IMC and militia alike, to the point where your grandma could print you one if you broke yours. How's my favorite boy doing? I'm good, Grandma. I heard you broke your R-201. Yeah, I used it like a club when I ran out of ammo. I'm gonna get a new one when I get back to base. Oh, no need. I printed you one. It's fresh from the oven. What? Yeah, these things are real easy to make. I just did a little searching on the Google. Now go on, take it. Wow, thanks, Grandma. I also made you some cookies. Take some before you leave. Hey, these are pretty good. Lastly, on to the most recent iteration, the R-301. After the Frontier Wars had ended, the IMC felt the need to improve upon their wildly successful design even more. Through the data collected by the R-201 CPU, it was shown that most mechanical failures were caused by the frame of the weapon being exposed to extreme elements. Who knew chucking your weapon into a fire or extreme cold would cause problems? The internal components were replaced with a lighter and stronger composite. The external framework also received the same treatment, and was replaced with a stronger metallic weave to help resist overheating and improve structural integrity. The piston system was also removed in favor of a bolt cycling mechanism, controlled by the R-301's internal AI. The removal of the piston system allowed the R-301 to be able to fire larger caliber ammunition than its predecessors. With these upgrades, the R-301 is able to maintain its reliability and accuracy with little to no maintenance, through its humble beginning as a replacement to its widespread use on the frontier. The R-301 and its predecessors show that good design can stand up to time. If you liked the video, I would appreciate a like. If you're hungry for more lore, I have a video on the Alternator that you can check out. If you've already seen it, I also have Hitman, Alien Isolation, as well as other videos that you can watch while I make the next lore video. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. And as always, have a wonderful morning, noon, or night. Goodbye.